Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Star Wars Black 6-inch SABINE WREN figure from, I guess she's from Rebels. I'm not familiar, I haven't watched that yet, it's on my to-do list, and I'm borrowing this figure, so I'm not super familiar with the character yet, but I will be eventually. But it's a really cool looking character, so it was one of those figures I was tempted to get, but then after borrowing this one to review it, I've decided not to. And you'll see why, because we're going to get the figure off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 5 3/4 inches tall, which makes it just shy of 15 centimeters, right around there. And it's loaded with paint, which is generally a good thing. We don't often see this level of paint on anything from Hasbro. So this is a really good thing. You can see the chest has that really cool orangish logo on there. We have the pink stripes. We have the checkerboard on the shoulder pad. We have a logo on this shoulder pad. Looks like a dog, maybe? I don't know. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Lots of paint. You can see the speckling on the gloves and boots. I'm assuming that's supposed to be there. Like I said, I'm not familiar, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. The one place that the paint is not good on this figure is the head. The head just looks really bad because you can see the pixelation for the purple in the hair does not look good. And then the face is not painted well at all. She's got really bad googly eyes, and the eyes look like they don't have any white to them. It's just orange with black, and it's just not a good situation. She does come with her helmet, which is painted fairly well, so that's pretty cool. And she has other accessories, which include this thing she's holding in her hand, which is, I guess, a detonator maybe, something like that. And then 2 pistols, which have a little bit of a dry brush on them, so that's pretty cool. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a hinge and a ball peg, so she can look up and down really well, and you can rotate the head. And it has a little bit of play side to side for the style pose, but not too much. And it doesn't look like it's sitting too high. I don't know what it is. Apparently the Legends just have that problem, and the Star Wars Black figures do not. So that's a good thing. The shoulder pads are a softer piece of plastic, so you can still bring her arms up pretty far. Not quite perfectly horizontal, but pretty close. Full rotation, no problem there. No bicep swivel, but you get that down here in the elbow, which gives you slightly better than 90-degree bend, so that's pretty good. For the wrists, we have a hinge and a swivel on both sides. I don't know why they do this for the Star Wars figures, but this hinge is vertical, this hinge is horizontal. I don't know why they mix and match, but they seem to do that more and more. Now here's one of the problems for this figure. You would expect this to be soft like the shoulder pads, but it's not. She has no forward and back movement at all. You can lean her side to side a little bit, so that's cool. And you can rotate her around, but almost no forward and back movement. Her belt is connected to her torso, and these guys are just dangling, so you don't have to worry about them. They won't get in the way. There is no waist twist. And you can bring the legs pretty far forward, not super far, but probably far enough. They're very stiff. They don't go out to the side any farther than that. And we do have a standard thigh swivel, so that's pretty good. Double jointed knees, no problem at all. I think that's okay. And then for the ankles, we have a hinge that doesn't go very far forward. It goes all the way back and gives us an ankle rocker. One thing I want to point out, and I'm guessing, I'm not Mario here. I'm guessing this is not going to be for everybody, but this particular one has a paint issue right here that makes it look like she peed herself. So that's not a good thing. You don't really want that on your figure. And also there's a big chunk of paint on the back that doesn't belong where it is. So ultimately the figure has very limited posability due to some issues in the hips are not great, the torso is not great, and the head's not painted well. Otherwise she's better than average, so it kind of balances out to an okay figure. I think if you really like the character or the show, you might want to pick it up, but you really need to be aware of those problems, because despite the fancy paint job, she does have some serious issues, and I can't say wholeheartedly that she's worth buying unless you have a particular connection to the character or show. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. We live stream 3 times a week, so if you want to hang out, we do that. You'll always have something to watch here, so make sure you turn on notifications, give the video a thumbs up, and in the meantime, keep collecting.